Well, this just in. So Michael Chandler and Dan Hooker have verbally agreed for UFC 257. Okay, fine. Didn't see that coming. I've been predicting for you guys that it was going to be Gaethje. Now, I based that on nothing. Absolutely nothing. I even talked to Michael Chandler, and he gave me nothing and told me that, Chael, I'm going to give you nothing. I'm going to give you absolutely no scoop. But I kind of looked at the pieces on the board and go, well, here's who's left. Now, of course, I will acknowledge most certainly Dan Hooker is left. That's an awesome fight. Didn't see it coming. Love it. Love it. But hold that thought. Hold the thought, because now we know. How excited do we know once we know? So we're pretty darn excited. But now that we know, guys, still leaves us with Gaethje. And that only leaves Oliveira. Is that the match? Because that's a problematic booking. Unless you're looking to get Gaethje right back into a world title fight, it's very hard to put him with Oliveira when you're going to tell Oliveira with a win you're going to get a world title fight. I mean, you see the problem. Small problem to have. But I'm just sharing with you, this one catches me by surprise. Hooker could not be a different matchup for Chandler. And by the way, as I got this information, and I just came to it, so I'm going to need to go look into this. I'm going to do a better job when I talk to you guys next. I need to know the placement on the card. I need to know who else is on that card. I believe that is a supporting cast role. But it's relevant to know. Are they going 5 or are they going 3? Very relevant to know, particularly for Chandler, whether Chandler knows it or not. Your first time in the organization, no matter what a stud you are, and it's just different. Just different. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but it will be a one-off. It will be a unique evening, and as soon as you walk out, you will be one of the guys, and you've been there forever. You need that one time, and I only bring that to you because the only thing that stress does in a match is create a fatigue. You will often hear some jerk announcers share with the audience which athlete's feeling the pressure. It's a really weird thing because both athletes are feeling pressure. Who gives a damn? Well, there is one reason you would care. There is one thing that pressure does, which is it just creates a fatigue. And any sport that any of you have played, you've all done something. It could have been in PE class and but you've done something, right? You could practice a sport. It could be baseball, and you could go practice it for 2 hours and not be all that tired when you're done. But if you come to play a game and you only go in certain spots that equal 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to visit the water fountain. You're going to visit the Gatorade bucket several times. Well, what's different? It's the same thing. Why can I do it 2 hours in practice? I can't do it 11 minutes here. Well, stress, pressure creates a fatigue. It's a very real thing. It's not one guy is mentally tough and one guy is weak. It's an actual chemical within your brain. It can release something called adrenaline that can then give you a fatigue. It can make you sore and stiff the next day. It's science. It's a very real thing, but I bring that to your attention because if Chandler is to walk into a 5-round atmosphere his first time in an organization, it's going to be relevant, particularly against somebody like the Hangman, who's ready to go 7 rounds. He's ready to go 9 rounds. Now, Chandler's Mr. 5-round clubs himself, okay? Don't think I'm all of a sudden making some excuse for Chandler. I'm not doing that. I'm sharing with you a dialogue of some of the moving parts that are going to go into the placement on this card. And it's an analysis that other people don't bring to you. And they don't bring it to you because they're not as good as me, and they're not as good as me because they haven't been there. I've been there. 5 rounds is a long night. 3 rounds is very hard, but it's different. It's a talking point, and we are going to follow up on this.